Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Indah Ramadhani Aditha Putri. In this video, I will explain about overview of three products. The three products are Geogebra, Edmodo, and Macromedia. The first one is about my Geogebra product. The strengths of my Geogebra product are: first, my Geogebra design is very attractive with various colors, image labels, and is equipped with various labels so as not to confuse students. Second, there are three very interesting applets to use. The applet is also equipped with clear instructions so that the activities carried out by students can be well directed. Third, I provide various information or conclusions to strengthen students' knowledge, and they can also know whether what they think is correct or not. And the fourth, I made a quiz on a separate link so students can focus on working and scroll up to see the previous material. And the weakness of my GeoGebra product, the first one, the questions that build students' knowledge are also still few, or maybe even inaccurate about the applet, because the whole question is in the form of an essay. It is likely that students will become bored and lazy to answer it, or even the original student answer. The second, my product also doesn't have a learning meeting limit, so that it takes a long time to work on it. And the last, my Geogebra product also only focus on a few features. There are no new edition or those that are connected to other application or web. Okay, next. The second is about my Edmodo product. The strengths of my Edmodo product. First, for this congruence topic, I made two meetings so that students doesn't feel bored to learn it. I also introduce myself first and give my WhatsApp contact if students have problems later. Second, the learning that I made was in accordance with the sequence of learning activities, namely the preliminary activity, where I ask the students' condition as proof of the attendance list. Next, I provide a concept map as a guide or illustration to students on what topics will be studied later. Then, I also gave the GeoGebra applet to give students the freedom to do their activities. And last, I provide some interesting learning videos with short duration. With this video, students will not be bored to study, because if given a material file, students may not want to read the file. And the next, I open the discussion by giving questions and pictures that can be observed. Later, students will provide answers or opinions in the comment column. And the next, I also make small discussion groups where they will work on assignments together. The task given is in the form of a problem related to the condition that two fact shapes are said to be congruent. And the last, to hone students' skill, I give quiz questions or individual practice questions that are done within a certain time. And for the weakness of my Edmodo product, first, there is still a lack of material that I provide, nor can I guarantee whether the students did the assignment independently or cheated on their friends. Second, there is no use of the schedule feature to set whenever the post can appear on Edmodo. And the third, there is no material file or section containing conclusion from learning. So students must make their own notes if they want to recall the material that has been studied. Okay, next. The third is about my Macromedia product. The strengths of my Macromedia product. First, my product design is very attractive with various and colorful pictures so that students don't get bored. Second, in my product there is a profile menu to see the identity of the teacher. I also provide a syllabus that contains basic competencies, indicators of competency achievement, and learning objectives that will be achieved by each student later. Next, I provide a concept map that makes it easier for students to know what material they will learn. With the concept map, it will also encourage students asking for learning. Next, I present the material in a clear, concise manner and don't use many sentences so that students can easily learn it. The next strength, I use the text input feature where students can answer for themselves how many results are given to the questions. Then students can check whether the answer is right or wrong. There, I also gave a button to display the solution to the problem. And the last, for the daily assessment, I gave a quiz containing 5 questions in the form of story questions. At the end of the quiz, a result will be displayed and students can also repeat to do the quiz if the score is still low. And for the weakness of my Macromedia product, the first one, the image and writing quality is still not good because I took it directly from the PowerPoint that I made before. Second, I also don't use the drag and check feature. In the quiz question, I didn't provide the solution part of the quiz, so students had to keep trying themselves as best they could. And the last, in the material section, I only gave it directly without any guided learning through questions or finding the concept of the material by itself. Okay, from the three products I recommend to you is my Edmodo product. Why I choose my Edmodo product to the best product? Let's see the compares the three products. In the Geogebra and Macromedia products that I made, I didn't give any apperceptions to students beforehand, so students were immediately exposed to learning materials. Meanwhile, at Edmodo, I gave apperception in the form of asking students how they were doing as well as checking student attendance. I also linked the congruent learning material with the previous material, namely the transformation, using the GeoGebra applet. In the GeoGebra and Macromedia products that I made, I didn't attach any learning resources for students, such as learning videos, learning modules, or anything else. While at Edmodo, I gave various interesting learning videos, and students were asked to observe and discuss related videos. In GeoGebra and Macromedia products, I only design for one meeting, so that students take a long time to learn. Meanwhile, in Edmodo, I design congruent material into 2 meetings, so that students don't feel bored and can better understand the learning material. In GeoGebra and Macromedia products, I don't have small group discussion, so students have to learn on their own and cannot exchange opinions with each other. Meanwhile, at Edmodo, I created a group and project assignments that students had to work on together with their friends. The teacher can guide the group activities directly. And the last, in GeoGebra products, the quizzes I make are only essay and students can check whether the answers are right or wrong. While in Edmodo, I give quiz questions through quizzes and the quiz feature in Edmodo, so that students can find out whether the answer is right or wrong. Students can also attach the results of their answer via PDF. Okay, maybe that's all my explanation. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.